Let's face it, we're pretty much all products of pop culture, from what we eat to how we dress, and especially to the way we talk. I mean, cute quotes are sprinkled throughout our daily conversations. Of course, the oldies but goodies are things like live long and prosper, we're not in Kansas anymore, and of course, more cowbell. Yes, language history has shown us that there are tons in the batch of phrases with a catch.
By the way, I have a friend who can tell you what a catchphrase is in a New York minute.
A catchphrase is something that we say often. Of catchphrases could be an idiom. An idiom is defined as a common phrase or expression whose true meaning cannot be deduced from the true meaning of its individual parts. An idiom is one of those things that is more easily understood through examples of its use than through its definition.
I was on cloud 9 meeting with the Henry Ford's associate curator, Katherine White, and got her to spill the beans on how some of our favorite catchphrases got started.
Give me an example of some common idioms, some classic ones.
Some classic idioms include, it's raining cats and dogs, or grab the bull by the horns, or as alike as two peas in a pod.
And indeed, these are figurative, because if you literally grab a bull by the horns, you're gonna end up in the hospital.
Right, exactly. You're telling them to face a situation head on. But that idiom, that language, it gives more specificity, more drama, more color to our speech.
How far back do idioms go?
Figurative language has been used for many centuries. There are examples of idioms in many of our ancient texts, like the Bible, and many of our literary masters both invented and used idioms, like Shakespeare. One from the Bible that I thought was quite interesting is, a leopard can't change its spots.
That's from the Bible?
It is, yes.
The origins of these, sometimes they're understood, sometimes they're not.
One that is sometimes misunderstood is to handle with kid gloves. Oftentimes people think to handle with kid gloves refers to children, when in fact it actually refers to young goats and the hide of young goats, their leather. So we often sometimes invent origin stories when we don't know them.
Surf the net, a more modern idiom.
Yes, technology has really advanced the use of idioms. So there was a librarian in New York State. Her name is Jean Armour-Polly, and she saw the internet as a vast resource for learning. In the early 90s, she wrote a guide for other librarians called Surfing the Internet, an Introduction. And of course, that took off, and we use surf the internet or surf the net to this day.
So she helped make the internet cool.
She did. It's the perfect 90s slang.
That to me sounds like the power of imagination.
Absolutely. I think idioms are evidence of human imagination, and they also activate the imagination of other people.
If you strive to turn over a new leaf and blow the doors open with imaginative language, it'll be a piece of cake using catchy idiomatic phrases. And you can take that to the bank.